You know what's better than proving someone wrong, thriving while they watch. Hello everyone, I stand before you not to talk about vengeance, but about power, not the power to destroy, but to build a version of yourself so unstoppable, so undeniable, that those who doubted you are left speechless, and that, my friends, is success. Success is the best revenge. There's a kind of victory that doesn't need noise, it just needs results. When people doubt you, question your ability, or try to put you in a box, the most powerful response is not shouting back or defending yourself. It's quietly working, relentlessly pushing forward, and achieving the kind of success they never saw coming. Talking back to critics often only fuels their fire. But when you stay focused on your goals, keep your head down, and commit to the grind, something magical happens. You begin to build a version of yourself that doesn't just survive the doubt, it thrives in spite of it. Every late night, every small win, every step forward adds to your story. And one day, without ever needing to say a word, your achievements become undeniable. People remember results. They remember when you walk into a room and your presence carries the weight of everything you've worked for. That's the real response. It's your growth, your transformation, your quiet rise to the top. When the spotlight finds you because of your effort, not your arguments, that's when you've truly won. Let your work be so impactful that those who once doubted you are forced to watch in silence. Let them witness your strength, your progress, and your excellence, because the best form of revenge isn't bitterness or anger, it's becoming so successful that they no longer matter. You don't need to say, "I told you so." Your journey, your discipline, and your success will say it all. Keep building, keep believing, and most importantly, keep going. Your results will speak volumes. Pain has a way of breaking us open, but it also holds the power to build something greater within us. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every failure leaves a mark. But those marks aren't meant to destroy you. They are meant to shape you. The question is, what will you do with the pain? You can let it consume you, or you can let it drive you. That's where purpose is born. Purpose isn't always something you wake up knowing. It's often something you fight to discover, especially in your lowest moments. When life knocks you down, it shows you what you're really made of. It tests your will, your resilience, and your heart. And in that struggle, you begin to find your strength. Turning pain into purpose is about refusing to let hardships define you. It's choosing to take the broken pieces and rebuild something stronger. Maybe someone doubted you, maybe life didn't go as planned, but instead of letting that shut you down, you use it, you rise because of it. Every setback becomes fuel, every wound becomes wisdom. And every time you get back up, you're one step closer to your purpose, not despite the pain, but because of it. Think of the people who inspire you most. They didn't get there on a smooth road. They turned their trials into triumphs. They made their pain mean something. So can you. The pain you've endured isn't the end of your story. It can be the spark that sets your future on fire. Let it push you, guide you, and give you the strength to become someone even you didn't think was possible. That's how you turn pain into purpose. That's how you win. Every person has a story, but not everyone has the courage to own it. Owning your story means standing tall in the face of everything you've been through. The good, the bad, and the moments you thought would break you. It's about accepting where you've come from, embracing who you are now, and refusing to let shame or judgment define your future. Too often, we're told to hide parts of ourselves, to erase the struggles, to downplay the failures, to act like we've always had it all together. But that's not real. Real strength comes from honesty, from saying, yes, I've been through it. Yes, I've made mistakes, but every chapter made me who I am. Your story is your power. It's unique. It's irreplaceable. It holds the lessons, the growth, and the resilience that no one can take away from you. When you own your story, you stop apologizing for it. You stop shrinking to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. Instead, you start living with intention. You speak with clarity. You move with purpose. And most importantly, you show others that it's okay to be human, to struggle, to evolve, and to rise anyway. The world doesn't need perfection. It needs authenticity. It needs people brave enough to show up as themselves, flaws and all. When you own your story, you reclaim your power. You stop letting your past hold you back and start using it as a foundation to build something greater. This isn't about impressing anyone. It's about being free. Free to be exactly who you are, unapologetically, because when you truly own your story, no one can use it against you. It becomes your greatest strength. There comes a time when you realize that not every opinion matters, not every voice deserves space in your head, and not every critic deserves a response. That moment, when you decide to rise above the noise, is the beginning of true growth. Noise is everywhere. It's in the judgments of others, the comparisons on social media, the whispers of doubt, and the expectations placed on you by people who don't even know your journey. At first, it's tempting to react, to explain yourself, to try to be liked by everyone. But soon you learn that constantly responding to the noise only distracts you from your path. Growth requires focus, and focus requires clarity. You can't evolve if you're constantly looking over your shoulder or letting the outside world dictate your worth. The higher you rise, the louder the noise may get, but the difference is you don't have to let it reach you, because the moment you outgrow the need for validation, you step into a different kind of power. You begin to trust your instincts, you protect your peace, you prioritize what matters, your vision, your discipline, your well-being. The voices that once held weight start to fade, not because they stopped talking, but because you stopped listening. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing your growth. Let them talk, let them doubt, that's their story to write. Yours is being written in your work, your mindset, and your progress. To outgrow the noise is not arrogance, it's maturity. It's choosing to rise above distractions, to move in silence, and to let your evolution do all the talking. Because at the end of the day, the noise doesn't matter, your purpose does. Keep walking, keep growing. The noise will never catch up to your pace. There's a quiet kind of power in keeping your head down and letting your actions do the talking. In a world where everyone is trying to prove something, posting every move, every plan, every goal, there's something rare and magnetic about those who simply show up, do the work, and let their results speak for themselves. Working in silence isn't about secrecy. It's about focus. It's about not needing applause to keep going. It's about being so committed to your vision that you don't waste time seeking validation for it. Every late night, every sacrifice, every repetition in the dark, that's where real success is built. When you move quietly, you protect your energy. You stop giving people the chance to doubt you before you've even begun. You stop explaining yourself to those who don't see your vision. Instead, you keep building, step by step, moment by moment, until one day the world has no choice but to notice. And when that moment comes, when your hard work finally bursts into the spotlight, it speaks louder than any words ever could. That roar of success isn't just the achievement, it's the story of every challenge you overcame to get there. There's unmatched satisfaction in letting your success surprise people. The same ones who didn't see it coming, the ones who questioned you, the ones who didn't understand your silence. Suddenly, they hear you loud and clear. Not because you told them, but because you showed them. Let them wonder what you're up to. Let your quiet effort build something unshakable, because when you finally arrive, your success won't need an introduction. It will speak for itself, with a roar they'll never forget. Success isn't one size fits all. It's not always the money, the titles, or the applause. It's not defined by what the world tells you to chase. True success is personal. It's about what makes you feel fulfilled, proud, and at peace. And the most powerful thing you can ever do is define it on your own terms. There's so much pressure to follow a script. Graduate by a certain age, have a dream job, buy the house, earn the accolades. But when you chase someone else's idea of success, you often lose touch with your own values. You wake up wondering why, even after achieving so much, something still feels empty. That's because success without purpose is just noise. Real success is waking up excited about the life you've built. It's doing what aligns with your truth, not what looks good on paper. It might mean taking a less conventional path, walking away from what doesn't serve you, or choosing happiness over hustle. And yes, there will be people who don't understand your choices. Let them. This is your journey, not theirs. You don't need to justify what fulfillment looks like to anyone else. When you define success for yourself, you reclaim your power. You stop running someone else's race and start walking boldly in your own direction. You become rooted in confidence, not comparison. You find joy in your process, not just the end goal. So whether success for you means building a business, creating art, raising a family, or simply finding inner peace, own it, celebrate it, live it, because the most meaningful kind of success is the one that reflects your soul, not society's expectations.